What's going on, everybody? It's Stas here. So the market roller coaster is continuing today. Just when you thought things were going to alleviate, get a bit calmer, well, you were wrong. Just as you thought that, they got even crazier. Yesterday, QQQ went down from $333 pre-market down to about $326 at the close, and it sold off after hours to about $321. And pre-market today, it got down all the way to $318. And you guys know QQQ tracks the NASDAQ 100, tech stocks in general. They've been getting slammed. So I want to break down what's going on right now. We'll look at QQQ, SPY. We'll talk about some stocks, Palantir. We'll go over what I'm personally doing right now, my thoughts in general, and what the market is currently waiting for, which comes out tomorrow. So QQQ, as of now, like I said, it hit a low of 318 pre-market, and now we're seeing a bit of a relief rally, right? We're seeing a relief rally, which makes sense because, look, whenever something gets extremely overbought, it makes sense. It's going to pull back. It's going to pull back, right? That's healthy. And it's the same thing when something gets very oversold. If it gets very oversold, we're likely at some point to see a relief rally. And I would argue, and I'm sure you guys would agree, QQQ was in that, and it still is, in that oversold territory, right? We went from 335 all the way to 318 in about 2 days, and now, well, you guys can see pre-market today. We ended up breaking under 323, which was that resistance, excuse me, guys, back in the middle of March, and that should have held as support, but the fact that we broke it today gave the bears more momentum in the pre-market, and now the bulls are gaining momentum because look at what's going on. Massive green candlestick on the 4-hour chart. We retook 323. Now we're trading at 324, and you guys can see on the intraday chart here, tech, NASDAQ 100, it is seeing one heck of a recovery so far. It's up from 318.50 to now 324. That is up almost 1.7%. So is this the relief rally? It is. It is. This is the relief rally, and does it mean that the sell-off is over? No way, guys. The sell-off could very well continue. And what am I looking for here? Well, I'm looking to see if QQQ fails at 325, 326. That was support last week. You guys remember we double bottomed there and we saw a bit of a breakout, ultimately getting rejected by the 180 moving average, as you guys can see here clearly on the hourly chart. So now that we're pumping up and pumping up quite aggressively, are we going to break out of 326, or are we going to hit 326 and fail at that point and continue the downtrend, right? Are we going to push down for another lower low and maybe take out the low from today, which again, pre-market was at $318.57. So it's yet to be determined. I mean, we have to wait and see what is going to happen here. And tomorrow we have that precious CPI number coming out, the consumer price index number. And for March, I believe, or April rather, March, it went up 0.6% across the U.S. I was looking at the website, and obviously right now, inflation is a real fear. A lot of people are scared of inflation, and it's been priced into the market, and you could argue it's fully priced into the market. It's not yet priced into the market, and by that I mean we've been seeing a lot of selling in the high multiple, high growth stocks. We've talked about that a lot on the channel, so it's hard to say whether or not it's fully priced in or not. Like I said, it's to be determined. We'll see tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. here on the East Coast when those numbers come out. We'll see how the market reacts. But as of now, we're spiking back up. We are spiking back up. QQQ is moving like a madman right now, and we're going to maybe go to 326 during the day today. I wouldn't be surprised if that were to happen, and that is going to be the real test, right? If we break 326, maybe we end up seeing a rally further on from there. And when you're looking at the other indexes, it's funny, right? Because the Dow's been doing so well. Look at the Dow right now. The Dow is doing so well, and it hit an all-time high, but today it's not doing so well. We see the NASDAQ recovering, but the Dow not so much. In fact, it's still in this little intraday downtrend. It's not breaking out. So are people, investors, the big boys, whatever you want to call them, are they slowly moving back into the NASDAQ stocks, tech stocks? That is possible. It's possible that they're shifting out of some of these Dow names, but again, I'm not too convinced of that right now quite yet. I mean, we've seen a lot of the institutions, the big boys, they're selling out of their stocks. Maybe it's because it's tax season. We all have to pay to the IRS by this Friday, right? That's the deadline, 15th, right? So we're going to have to pay money. Maybe people are moving around stocks, selling out of the high multiple names because they've done so well, taking money out of those, and then paying the bill to the IRS because Uncle Sam needs his little piece of the pie, right? And in some cases, it's a big piece of the pie, depending on, your tax bracket and how much money you're making. So there's a lot of moving parts right now. Inflation, CPI, tax season, big boys selling out, manipulation. Maybe they're targeting Cathie Wood, maybe not. We talked about that in yesterday's video. Make sure to go check that out. I'll pin it down below or link it down below in the comments. So those are some thoughts on the market, what the market is currently waiting for, and it's definitely those CPI numbers, no doubt about it. And the stocks that I have on my watch list, let's run through these quickly. Let me move my face first so you guys can see my watch list. A lot of these are red. A lot of these are red still. We have Marathon Digital red, GNOG is red, Exxon Mobil is getting slammed today, Riot, Arrival, Tesla's down, Tattoo Chef's down, DraftKings is down, Coinbase is down. So a lot of these are red, as you guys can see, but a lot of them, a decent amount, are green. We have AMD's a little green, Shopify's green, Neo's green, AMC, Chewy, Upwork, and Palantir. All of these are not doing so bad right now. And look at that volume on Palantir. That is unbelievable. Let me pull that up and let's quickly look at their earnings and talk about what is going on right now with Palantir, right? And you guys know we called out the descending triangle based on these technicals. We called this out a couple days ago, right? We mentioned it on Sunday, last week, previous couple of weeks, and the descending triangle ended up playing out beautifully, right? We broke 20 bucks. Excuse me, guys. We failed at 20 bucks. We ended up failing hard at 20 bucks, and we dumped down to $16 today pre-market, which was insane, right? And now the stock is pushing towards 20 bucks. Talk about a roller coaster, guys. Palantir is the definition of one, especially these past couple of days and today. Today's been unbelievable. I mean, look at the intraday chart. This thing closed at 1850 yesterday, got down to 1630 pre-market today, and it hit 20 bucks as the market opened about 20 minutes into the session. So what did this company report? Let's talk about that. Then I'll wrap up this video very quickly. You guys can see, look at the live news right here. I'd say the earnings were not too bad. Pretty good at that. EPS came in at 4 cents. That came in line with the expectations. And sales came in, look at this, $341 million versus the $332 million estimated. And I believe this could be the biggest reason why the stock is moving. Q2 sales, they came in, or they're projected to be $360 million versus the $344 million estimated. So that is a nice guide up for Palantir for Q2. And the annual revenue growth, which is also good, they said, okay, we see annual revenue growth from 2021 to 2025 being 30+% compounded annually, right? So that is a good sign. That means it could be anywhere from 35% growth, 50% growth, 40%, whatever. We'll see. But they do expect revenue growth of at least 30+% for the next couple of years here, guys. So I like that. I'm not in Palantir, as you all know at this point, and I'm not really planning on buying it. I'm just watching it and tracking it for fun at this point. And you all know it's a pretty big YouTube stock. And what I actually did today, and you guys in my Patreon, you get all my buy and sell alerts, all my call outs, all my morning updates. I do a morning update video every day, which, by the way, we talked about the relief rally on QQQ in the morning update video, and it ended up coming into fruition, guys. I ended up adding a little Tesla today, fractional shares that is. I bought a little bit in my long-term account, bought some Amazon as well in my long-term account, fractional shares in there, and I'm still looking at DraftKings to add more to my position, and I was going to buy pre-market. I wish I did, but I didn't, and then as the market opened, you guys can see this thing went from 42, and it shot all the way to 45, so I wasn't going to buy that pump. If anything, now I'm going to wait and see tomorrow the CPI numbers, see what those look like, and then maybe I add some DKNG if the markets go down tomorrow, or maybe if they end up going down further today. It's still possible we end up selling off more today. It's not a lock that we're going to break out further today. So I'm watching out for those stocks. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Quick little update in the middle of the day. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to smash that like button if you all enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing as well. If you want to see further content, make sure to go down below and get yourself 2 stocks from WeBull. Those are valued up to $1,600. You could also get $30 from M1 Finance, and check out my Patreon if you all want real-time buy and sell alerts, my trades, morning update videos, call outs all throughout the day. That is on Patreon, link down below, or you can go to StockSurfest, or actually, no, it's not that. It's patreon.com, patreon.com/StockSurfest. That's patreon.com/StockSurfest. So I'll see you all there. Thanks for watching. As always, keep crushing the market, stay safe out there, and be ready, because this roller coaster ride, it very well could just be beginning. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.